Hey everyone, it's Trent here with the Bargy team in the Dayton, Northern Cincinnati area. We got a fantastic little walkthrough property here for you. Now this is a little bit different. This is a nice little opportunity to flip a property here. This is 3136 Pekin Road in Springboro, Ohio. Springboro schools, which is really good. Typically these homes sell really fast and you get a lot of action on these properties. However, this one, and this is also listed by Tracy Bittanti in our area with Iron Gate. This is a foreclosed home, ton of issues. This thing was trying to sell almost 10 years ago, about 8 years ago, has foundational issues, has termites, and I'll take you through it. This thing is wild. And they have this listed right now for $200,000. Basically, it's a foreclosure, asset manager, the bank owns it, right? So they're out of state. They don't know what it's worth. Interesting story on how they came about this price. We might go into that later. But we're going to walk you through this property. But first and foremost, you got to take a look at this thing. And it's going to have some basic stuff that you're going to have to get done. So right away, you can tell exterior and the roof. Might as well throw the windows on. You see that roof up there. You'll see the inside, how bad it is. Foundation is pretty wild. It's going to be interesting when you guys see it. Obviously, the porch. I mean, you're basically talking everything. The siding's ate up on this as it's kind of like that in between fall and barely warm summer day. And you got like this, next to this is this completely ran down building as well. I mean, this thing has termites. Look at this right here. Termite damage like crazy. You can see the chimney right here, all ate, it's ate up, animals and everything. Oh, it's crazy. Just checking all this out. I mean, I've been walking around the back. Oh, this isn't terrible, but the siding's pretty bad. All right, so you can see we got a ton of damage here just on the exterior. So, okay, siding, some termite damage. You know, you have that. Now we actually have to enter the side of the house here. This is the garage. And when I first enter this, you can already smell the mildew. I don't know if you can see above my head. All this is tore out because the roof's completely crapped out. Now here's the interesting part. We got to walk up these stairs into what's like a separate family room here. I don't know if I get this thing balanced right. There we go. See again, the ceiling up here is tore up. If you look down here, perfect. All right. So you got the living space here, sliding doors out there. Obviously they've had mold. Anytime you see like white paint like this, typically there's mold or fire or something. I'm sure that fireplace is completely gone. Then we get in some interesting part in here. I'm telling you, this is nuts. Again, ceiling's ripped out everywhere, probably because of the whole roof's shot. You can see we got some hanging debris right here. There's a drop down right here, and I will show you guys on the other side too. That's a huge foundational issue. Look at that. There's the door. It slants down like a ramp in the living space. And it does the same thing here when you're walking. You get to this hall bath right here. It just drops like 2-3 feet. It's nuts. You do have a half bath in here. Actually full bath. I don't know if you guys can see. Ceiling again tore out. A couple closets here. The laundry space would go right here. Then you enter the dining room. Okay, let's spin this thing around. Oh, boom, there we go. All right, so the layout's not terrible. You have that weird walk-in spot when you come in the garage. You have a good sized kitchen here. It ties in really nice to the dining room. You have this living space. Let's see if I can point this down there. I don't know if you guys can tell how bad that thing's in. Like, it's so dangerous. We had to sign a hold harmless form. This thing's just dropped. Very interested to see what the basement looks like. All right, so you can see let's check out the upstairs and see what we have going on. I'm sure it's not gonna be any better. Okay. All right, so again, this is over 2,000 square feet in Springboro. You have your main bedrooms up here. I mean, really good sized bedrooms for the most part. Again, the whole all new drywall. So on a flip or rehab like this, I mean, you're doing all new ceilings, all new insulation because they got none up there. But this is 3 bedrooms. So you got your 3 beds up here. Oof, mold central over here. So obviously you can see down there, got mold all over. There's mold up there where the ceiling is. I mean, there is no roof at all in there. Pros in this room, good sized closet. You have good sized space. I believe you have your own bathroom as well. We got a half bath. So downstairs you have a full bath. Up here you have a bath and a half, which if you're gonna be paying a good chunk of money, you're gonna want a full. Terrible setup. I don't know if you guys can see in there very well, but not the best setup. Ooh, too much. All right, yep, but not the best setup. Small shower tub. Make that one giant stand-in. I need a camera crew for this stuff because I am not doing a good job. All right, but yeah, basically, this house has potential. Obviously, it's all about the price. You kind of have a weird step up and step down, but I mean, this room gives you a ton of good light. So this could be something cool. It does come off the garage. But let's go down in the basement. Oop. See if we can figure out this issue. Ooh, it's in the crawl space area. Okay. You have a large unfinished basement. You could honestly make this a egress window here. You have the stairs up there, egress window over here, and you can make this a good livable space. I'm sure you guys can see it now, but you got mold all over those joists. That spray didn't do anything, and it doesn't help that sunlight's coming in. So that means you're getting constant water, animals damage in there, so that sill plate's probably gone. And then the rest of this must be on a slab. You do have a crawl space in there. I mean, the good thing about properties like this when they're this bad is you know they're this bad. The worst properties, the ones I hate the most are ones that don't look bad at all, but you end up having to do the same amount of work as you would for a property that's terrible like this one. So, whew, smell the mold, man. Terrible. Honestly, super nice lot. You have an abandoned house. I got to double check and see if that thing comes with this property. If it does, that could be actually a benefit. You can make that a rental. If you bought this, flip this, make it a rental. If you could get this thing around 125, 150, you can make it work, right? Because I mean, you're starting from scratch on everything. It's private. You're out in the country, so you can shoot your guns, do whatever you want. Yeah, anyways, this is what you can get right now in Ohio. They're asking $199. You have to get it way cheaper to make it make sense. The whole exterior, even the board, the plywood behind your exterior is probably gonna need replaced. So we got $20,000 in at least siding and exterior work. Probably got another 30 grand in foundational work. Probably another 5 to 10 in mold remediation. So what is that? 20, 30, 5, and then you're talking just flooring and resupporting everything. You're in it for $150. $150 plus the purchase price. If you did it right now at $200,000 purchase price, and you put 100, 150 into it, you're right at market value. So it makes no sense. You have to get this thing for 125, maybe 150. If you keep the rental costs around 100. So if 150, 100, you're at 250, you got about $100,000 spread potentially. You put holding costs and everything in there. Plus things take longer to sell. You can make $50,000 on this property, but you got to put quite a bit into it. So the question, if you were to buy this in Dayton, Ohio, or not Dayton, but Springboro, Ohio, is the value there? Yes. But this one, you definitely have to purchase right. If you purchase this wrong, you can sell it for about $150 a square foot. You'd be in the $350, $400 range. If it's done right, you get the right buyer, and you do all the work right. So that was not as quick as I wanted it to be, but there's a lot on this property. Termites, foundation, the entire exterior, And this termite damage is probably worse than we can even see, as we noted over here earlier. So it just depends how gutsy you want to be and how much you want to risk. But this could be a very viable flip or investment property. This kind of stuff that we have here in Dayton, Ohio. So again, my name is Trent. I am a local real estate agent here in the Dayton area, in the northern Cincinnati area. If you're looking for investments or just to buy and sell, please give me a call. If you like videos like this, make a comment or like the video. I'll do some more walkthroughs at least once a week. Thanks guys, have a great day.